All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Tane Live. I'm your host, Joe Ebanks, aka the Cash Man, and I'm here today with my partner, Jason Matthews, and we just basically want to go over some of the short-term rental myths and what they are entailed and why a lot of landlords tend to shy away from this guaranteed income that does not tear up their property. So, welcome back, Jason.
Thank you for having me back. I appreciate it.
All right, cool. So today we want to talk about the myths. Let's talk about some. They're gonna tear up my property. They're gonna have parties, right? They're gonna rave in this thing, right? But that's just not really simply the case.
No, the key is having strong property management. That's really important.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of technology tools available that property management companies use. One simply is they can actually look at how many pings you're getting on your Wi-Fi to determine how many people are actually in the property.
Yeah.
So if you book for 6 and you have more than 12 pings on the Wi-Fi, it could mean someone's
There's 20 or 30 in the property.
Yeah,
that means there's too many people in there.
There's too many people on there. You can make a phone call first, or you could have your private security show up on site and shut it down.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of options that you have nowadays for
Well, that's why management is so important.
Very key.
Because I know our management is on top of stuff like that, as far as like the pings. I think they do like a million people keep putting in the code.
Exactly. They can check how many people put the code into the door. It's a variety of different. I don't want to give it all away.
No, we don't want to give it all away.
But there are
several security protocols, I should say, or management protocols that they have in place to keep that type of thing from happening.
That is correct.
So let's run through like the guests that we've had stay at our Airbnb, so they know the typical guests that actually come through.
Absolutely. We've had construction crews.
Mm-hmm.
They're great.
Yeah.
They leave early in the morning. They come back late at night. They've already had their meal. And if something breaks, they usually just fix it themselves and
right?
they don't even know.
Yeah.
We've had individuals caring for loved ones in the hospital that'll come and stay for a 4 to 6 week period of time.
Yeah.
We have business travelers.
Yeah.
We have families that are on vacation. We have sports fans.
Yeah.
We have a wide variety of international individuals and families that have stayed and been guests at our properties.
Yeah, I mean, especially here in Florida, guys, because there's just always something going on here, whether it's the beach, it's a concert, it's a sporting event. I mean, right now it's the political season. I mean, there's just so many events that happen here in the Bay Area that we find we get a tremendous amount of different guests that show up. And it's very rare. I mean, if you agree with that the actual problem tenant shows up.
Right. It is rare because a lot of the short-term rental companies have background checks, but the property management company that we use, they have an additional layer of background checks and verification on top of what Airbnb or VRBO or HomeAway or Booking.com or any of the other sites have.
Yeah.
And so they really scrutinize who's coming into the property to make sure that everything's taken care of the right way.
Cool. All right, so let's talk about getting to the gatekeeper, right? Because we find that that's the hardest part that we go through with our acquisitions team is trying to find these rentals. So we're looking for 12 right now. If you have one, let us know. But it's the realtor or the property manager actually going ahead and submitting the offer that we've made to these owners to book their property. Because look, we handle maintenance up to $200 without even calling the management company. We also have these units cleaned 2 to 4 times a month, and property managers haven't really got it so far that they can still collect their 10% that they would for managing the property, pretty much doing nothing.
Right, that's true. I think a lack of understanding and a lack of education is the major issue. I think a lot of the realtors and property managers that are adverse to taking this opportunity of a 2 to 3 year master lease to their client is they don't truly understand.
Yeah.
So if they're not willing to take the time to be educated and understand what's going on, then they're actually taking away an opportunity that's being offered to the owner that they're supposed to be representing.
Absolutely.
So any realtor or property manager that wants to spend extra time speaking with us to really understand how it works, we're more than willing, to educate them and talk to them and answer all their questions.
Absolutely.
But we don't infringe on their ability to make money. They
Absolutely
still make
not.
the same money
Absolutely.
that they would be making, and actually it can be more profitable because they're not getting handyman phone calls.
Yeah.
Because,
for them and their company.
right, because
yeah.
we take care of the handyman stuff.
All right, guys. So if you are a realtor, if you are a property manager, and you are seeing this video, please reach out to us. We'd love to talk to you, explain our process, everything that we do, so that you too, whether we get some understanding or we don't, at least you understand the process of what we do. Because we find 9 times out of 10, once we sit down with these property managers, with these realtors, and explain to them exactly what we do and show them our proven track record that we already have, we are able to get a deal done and make their life easier and be able to satisfy the needs that we have going forward. So anything else before we end, Jason?
Yeah, I just think that if I'd have to put at the top of the list, I would put the lack of education being number one.
Sure, absolutely.
So I think taking the time to understand how a 2 to 3 year master lease works, how we take care of the property, how we protect the property, insurance is already in place from Airbnb to cover damages.
Yeah.
Understanding that we're willing to improve the property as well.
Actually, let's talk about that,
yeah.
because we've done so many improvements to properties that we've taken over. Just give us a short, quick list, because we don't want to run too long on the video, but just give them like a short, quick list of things that we've actually done to help homeowners' properties that we have taken over for a lease.
Yeah, we've reglazed bathroom tile.
Yeah.
We've reglazed wall and floor tile. We have put sod in the front yard.
Yeah.
We've lifted concrete slabs, cut tree roofs,
Yeah.
laid the slabs back down so
Yeah.
there's no tripping hazard.
Paint.
Interior painting, exterior painting,
Yeah.
Appliances,
Yeah.
flooring.
Absolutely.
We've done a variety of cosmetic type of improvements to
And-
the properties that comes out of our pocket
Exactly.
that we didn't ask for reimbursement from the property owner.
Exactly, and that's exactly what I was going to say. And when our lease is over, these are all things that the owner gets to keep.
Yep.
This
The
is
owner
something
gets
that
to
they've inherently, by working with us, the advantages of working with us
Improve the property.
is we've improved their property. So now that we not only leave the property nice, neat, and clean, we've also improved the value because we've added some of these amenities to their property.
Yes, we have. And we've done it already.
Yeah, several times.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So look, if you want to get educated, and you're a property manager, you're a realtor, you are a homeowner, you are a landlord thinking about renting your property, please consider giving us a phone call, having a sit down with us, shooting us an email. We'd love to explain to you the processes that we go through and how everything is done. So in the least bit, even if you don't decide to work with us, we can educate you on the process that we go through. Right.
And usually you have a lot less damage, with a short-term rental than you have with a long-term rental.
Yeah.
And the money you make, you don't have to turn around and put it back in their property for a new tenant. We've heard a lot of stories of, I made $200 to $300 a month over a 2 or 3 year period of time.
But did you?
And then the tenant moves out, and then they have to
spend
take
$4,000 or $5,000.
reinvesting them back into the property. Whereas
Well, you really didn't make any money.
right, with a short-term rental, you don't really have to do that.
Yeah, because when we leave, everything is perfect, everything is clean, everything is ready to go.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. For Ting Live, it's your boy Joe Ebanks, aka the Cash Man. Thank you again for coming, Jason.
Thank you for having me.
All
Appreciate
right.
it.
Till the next time, guys. Ting Ting.